At least 9 people killed, 200 more critically injured, thousands more wounded, according to Lebanon's health minister. Hezbollah, which is backed by Iran, is pointing the finger at Israel, and most agree this has the hallmarks of an Israeli operation. Hezbollah has been firing missiles at Israel since October 7th, and tensions between Hezbollah and Israel have been rising. There are pictures online of some of the injured in the streets, bloody cars, bloody faces, men holding their groins from when pagers most likely blew up in their pants. In addition to Hezbollah fighters, Iran's ambassador to Lebanon is reportedly among those injured. Hezbollah now vowing to respond, saying, "We hold the Israeli enemy fully responsible for this criminal aggression, which also targeted civilians and led to the deaths of a number of martyrs and the injury of a large number with various wounds. This treacherous and criminal enemy will certainly receive his just punishment for this sinful aggression, whether he expects it or not." An anonymous Hezbollah official telling Reuters this was the biggest security breach the group has experienced since Hamas's attack on Israel. Hezbollah apparently uses these pagers instead of phones to prevent Israel from tracking their locations. And these pagers were apparently the latest model ordered by the terror group in the recent months. So if it was Israel, they seem to have pulled it off pretty quickly. But how exactly could they have done it? Let's ask Samuel Katz. He specializes in counterterrorism and special operations. He's written extensively about the elite special forces of Israel's military and their counterterrorism efforts. Thanks very much for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
So this is a big one. How could they have done this one?
This is the big one, the mother of all big ones. Israel has not accepted responsibility, nor will it. So,
but clear to you, it's Israel, right?
We can all make our assumptions.
Yeah.
An intelligence agency that would carry this off would have to be able to figure out the procurement process that Hezbollah would use to obtain the pagers. And then they would need to be able to manipulate them, compromise them, or booby-trap them, so that they would have everyone in the organization that had that device would have it on him at 24/7, and at a moment that was predisposed, send the signal, and we saw the videos of the explosions.
Now, Sky News Arabia says sources claim an Israeli spy agency, Mossad, got hold of Hezbollah's pagers before they were handed over to them, because these are new pagers. Do you think that's a likely scenario?
It would have to be something like that, unless this isn't explosives planted in the device, and it's some software that could be manipulated by remote control from a great distance. That has yet to be determined. There are all sorts of reports that are out, some claiming that it's a certain type of explosive, some saying it's the battery. It's too early to tell. But this requires, A, the imagination to seep absolute chaos among the ranks of your enemy, and B, having the technological means to carry it out.
The problem for Hezbollah now is they're claiming it's civilians, right? But the truth is this is a very targeted attack, right, on Hezbollah leaders, et cetera, the ones who happen to have these pagers. What kind of response do you think we're going to see from them?
That would be impossible to guess. Hezbollah has been allowed to possess a ballistic missile arsenal that exceeds that of many NATO nations. The world has allowed that. And they've used those missiles as a threat. Will they unleash those warheads to initiate a large war? The last war that they had with Israel that they did not think would escalate into a major conflict. They found Beirut in ruins, and they found many, many of their operatives and their banks and their money burnt to a cinder. So I'm not sure that a full-scale war is what they want, because otherwise they would have initiated it shortly after October 7th.
You know, it's interesting. This attack, this explosion, seems like something from 40 years ago, right? It's interesting because, you know, we see the modern day way that people are targeted, and this feels like very old school.
It is old school. In 1996, the Shin Bet planted explosives in a Motorola flip phone that was used by Yahya Ayash, who was the military commander and bomb builder of Hamas. And the intelligence services have to find that one weakness, that one little opening that allows them to compromise their target. In this case, they knew that he wanted to speak to his family. The explosives were in when they knew that it was him and only him on the phone. They detonated a signal, and he was killed.
Yeah, this is a big one, as you pointed out.
Yeah, this is a major, major strike. And it shows, whatever agency did this, it shows the capabilities And it shows that warfare nowadays with technology can be weighed on multiple levels.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.